just getting into the game. Both teams again, just like with everybody, with most teams, they land on a 4-3-3, but um, obviously differently. You know what PSG trying to do on the left is have Nuno Mensch invert,
How'd that
leaving
work out?
leaving Vicha Vasquez out there, and Fabian Ruiz kind of like comes here to operate as well. And obviously Dembele playing up as a nine, but dropping to try and find some space to connect, do it out wide, and playing stuff
I think it's just funny to me because like Due, I think Kukureya's pockets are full.
Kukureya was in his deep dark arts bag.
I mean, oh my days! And then Dembele, he wasn't even. Go ahead.
He was
wasn't really a factor.
Yeah, he was not, and again, it was thanks to Chelsea. So I mean, kudos to Chelsea, I should say. So this is obviously what they're trying to do in terms of playing the 3-man game with Nuno Mensch, Vicha, and Fabian Ruiz here, and Jao Neves with Hakimi and Due on that side. Vitinha trying to pull the strings here, and their center backs up tight. I think, like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, they did get some openings again on the just like where they did to Real Madrid on their right hand side. Let me switch this just for concurrency. But on their right hand side, Chelsea's left, they're trying to go more direct down the line, playing winger play, doubling up there. I think they got in about once, but the major chance that they had was when Fabian Ruiz played Due, and Due tried to do a tap in for Hakimi, and Kukureya read it. Kukureya read it.
Yeah, and it's just beautiful because I don't think many. I mean, I'm going to big him up whilst we have the time to do so. But
Yeah,
not many defenders would have guessed and played the pass.
yeah.
They would have played the shot.
They would have dove. They would have slid. Yeah,
they would have slid, and then we would all look silly.
Yeah,
that was like it was just a massive moment in the game.
Yeah, so I mean, apart from those, like Due also had a chance where he cut in and had a shot from like top of the key, same area he scored against Neuer against Bayern, but obviously Sanchez had a great save. Those two saves, I think, were instrumental as well for the game, because that, like, I mean, obviously, if they're up 1-0, if, for example, okay, maybe Sanchez should make that save. Let's just say he should make that save. But the chance that Correa stopped, if that goes in, goals change games, right?
Sure.
So those two chances were pivotal. But one thing that made Chelsea definitely deserve this is the sacrifice of the players. Pedro Neto did not have a sexy game, but I'm sure he had a manager's game, because all that freedom Hakimi was quiet the whole game because of Pedro Neto's doubling up. So Vinny, are you listening? Sorry, I don't. This is your moment. Sorry. Because of Pedro Neto coming back and helping, and shout out Gusto, because Pedro Neto helping allowed, when Chelsea had the ball, Malo Gusto to break on the wing, and he also allowed when Dembele drops to find pick. I saw him more around the left hand side, but when he dropped and there was a free defender, it was usually Colwill.
That's his name.
Yep, he would drop in to help Caicedo for anybody that's coming here. Kukureya would tuck in to stay here. And just like what I think, I don't know if I said it in the last episode, but against PSG, you always want to have one more man free to cover. Like, again, just to cover, because they play a lot of 1-2. So if you crowd that midfield, it just ruins the whole identity.
Yep.
And we saw that with the second goal for Cole Palmer. It was I want to say either Fabian Ruiz or Dembele coming in here trying to make a switch and Reece James stopping it. But who makes the pass to no, no, let's just call this Reece James. Reece James stopping it. This is Colwell that comes up. Colwell made that pass, that over the head pass.
That was the second goal.
Yeah, the second goal is what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was Levi. It was a fantastic pass. I thought of you because I remember you saying,
Relax,
he's
relax.
not mustard.
I was just
And-
joking. I was
okay,
just
okay.
joking. I was
Okay,
just joking. And I was somebody cannot play with you again. Now, wow. I was just joking.
It was, but anyway,
I was just
that was a
joking.
moment where I was like, "Wow, this is the quality. This is we're like I said when we brought that up. We're watching a guy, a lad, grow in real time.
Yep.
Like you don't see defenders, center backs get blooded in finals at the age of 24 and below, and that's what we're seeing. So really massive. What a pass! What a
Yeah,
pass!
great pass. The weight of the pass, right in stride for Cole to do his jinky me jinky and sit down whoever it was and finish. Because I remember that play so vividly because usually PSG wouldn't they usually, to my knowledge or recollection, they usually make all those switch passes a little deeper. But for them to do it here was because there was no option. There was literally no option, and we'll call this Reese. Reese blocked it. I think I said it was somewhere there, but he blocked it towards Enzo. Enzo knocked it down for Colwell. Enzo knocked it down for Colwell, and Colwell just sends immediately knocks it down for Colwell. Cole was gone. Right. Another thing was because João Pedro was coming here to help as well. I'll move Cole back because João Pedro was coming in to help as well. When they won the ball and they broke, they were creating their own 3-man. So Moy is there to help. Kukurea didn't go for that much because his assignment was do it right here. But I thought that this tandem right here with João Pedro and on this side, Cole Palmer inverting and Gusto making the overlapping run here kind of confused Nuno Mendes as to what he should do because this guy was inverting and this guy was running past him. So it was just like, what do I do here?
Skates.
Yeah, what do I do
Nuno
here?
Mendes had a terrible game. It was kind of crazy to see that because in the eyes of several people this season, like Kukurea, or you could at least say, let's just not go for the whole season. Let's just say the tournament. You could say Nuno Mendes and Kukurea are probably the best two left backs. But the difference of of the day that each of them had in terms of success on the pitch, and then obviously just complete and utter frustration and liability to their team. It was pretty glaring. All of the PSG players were really, really rattled after the second goal went in.
Yes.
The third goal, absolute head loss.
After that was it.
They had lost.
I was talking to Mufe in the group, and he thought that PSG need to wake up. I was like, it's too late. I told him there's some games that you'd see that a team will be up 2-0 or even 3-0, and you'd be like, there's still. I just saw. I was like, that third goal just. And I was like, I support a miracle club. I've seen my clubs do miracle. I know
you were watching a miracle already.
Exactly.
You cannot miracle a miracle.
Exactly. That's perfectly said.
And after that second goal, I said it to many of my peers and friends. I was like, Cole's probably, because this is what he usually gets when when he's on his day like that. It could be 3. It could be 4. It just depends how much space you're willing to give him when he's found his spot and found his pockets. So, and he was instrumental in the third goal, which we'll talk about here. So.
Yeah, and one thing I want to say before the third goal, right, is another thing that Chelsea did that again was just so smart and so effective was when they didn't have the ball, when PSG did have the ball, they because of that they weren't too tight on them. And in the beginning, the first you mentioned, Enzo said towards after the 10th minute they felt like were in control and they're going to win this game. But before, like after that, I mean, like they weren't too tight, and you could see they matched defensively. They matched PSG's offensive fluidity. So that's why you see Colwill or Chalobah follow what's his name, Dembele into the midfield, and because again, like I mentioned, Pedro Neto helping here allows them that flexibility to step forward and have that extra man. And sometimes, like what's his name, your captain, Reese. Sometimes Reese would, let's just call it 11 Reese. Reese would like be on Fabian Ruiz, and Dembele will come, and Chalobah would tell him Dembele is coming, and Caicedo will pick up Ruiz, and like there was just a lot of, you could tell.
Yeah, it's a synergistic, like
very synergistic,
symbiotic. Everybody was doing a bit to make sure that they had. It was like I said, the way that Luis Enrique has been playing has been just like that. PSG's been playing selfless football.
Yes.
And to see us, I'm not going to say PSG was selfish on Sunday.
No.
We just didn't give them a chance.
There was no chance.
Yeah,
there was literally no chance.
chance.
From the 10 minutes, there was nothing. There was no, like, there was nothing.
We didn't give him a chance to feel anything but frustration.
And Sanchez had the game that he did as well. Like, it's just like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? But you mentioned the third goal, again, breakaway because of Malo Gusto. Let's pause right there. Malo Gusto. We mentioned a couple weeks ago how, like, he's been asked to do things that is not his game, which is inverting. He was asked to do his default setting, which is bomb up and down this, and we saw this byline, and we saw the player that Chelsea signed. We saw how effective he was. He assisted the first goal for Cole Palmer, and he was just, I mean, Nuno Mendes was just confused. He had him confused. Every run that he made, he had to honor it because he was fast. He was intensive.
It was the chaos that was needed that really began to, like, because Nuno Mendes has been like class and form personified.
Yeah.
To see him at his knees so early on is very discouraging for the rest of the team. Like, I'm not trying to get too mental about it, but like when somebody like that on your team is having that type of game, like everyone's like, is he okay?
Is he okay?
Like, everything is like, if he's sweating like this, dang, like
it's
I'm starting to see ghosts as well.
Yeah.
And everybody, it was just like a half step in confidence, half step in quality,
in decision.
Distinctly second best on the day.
For sure. I do want to, before I go to the third goal, there's something I wanted to mention. João Pedro's run for the jink that Cole Palmer did, for it to be effective, was because of that run.
Yep.
So shout out to just those little things in the game that like can go unnoticed, but they're so important to what the outcome is. So shout out to João Pedro. But getting to his goal, obviously, again, because of Malo Gusto's work on the wing and Cole Palmer inverting, the EAFC players will know inside forward and roam, not just not attack. Actually, attack. Attack. Because he was playing more of an inside forward winger role. Because he was given that freedom to just operate this round here, just like he did in the Conference League final against Betis. But just coming in here, obviously further down the field, but coming in here with the ball, because he dropped when they turned it over. Because of Gusto again, he dropped in here, received the ball in acres of space, and was able to push. And João Pedro runs in behind and just does what he does over there. It's like perfect first half from Chelsea. And again, like after that third goal, I think the first two goals were like, okay, those kind of hurt, but let's see. That one was just like that was it for me. That's when I knew the game was over. I don't know what you think.
I mean, I knew the game was over as well. At that point, I felt as if we were going to see it out. I didn't even feel like. I mean, I know they had the quality to score, but I didn't. On the day, I was like, I don't think we're going to let them.
Yeah,
I don't see them really creating enough unless we have a lapse of concentration.
yeah,
Unless we blink, I don't think we're going to concede, and we didn't. It was just like I said, they were so distinctly second and
yeah,
rattled by like minute 40.
yeah, for sure. And again, the use of, I mean, very direct. No, once they won the ball, it was long ball to the wing and do some make or either long ball to the wing or Cole or Pedro drops. Not Pedro, excuse me. Pedro drops and receives the ball to release the team. It was just perfect. It was a perfect game plan. And that's why I give Maresca's credit. But shout out, obviously, that we mentioned their names. Shout out Maresca. Shout out Robert Sanchez. Shout out Cucurella. Shout out Neto for his sacrifice. Shout out Gusto for his runs. Shout out Enzo.
Shout out Reece James for stepping up
Reece
in
James.
the midfield, playing that position.
Yes.
Because Lavia was out.
Yep. Enzo for the running and the yards that he covered. Pedro Neto for his link-up play. Cole Palmer for his finishing and clinicism. But it's funny, you mentioned this last week about Moises Caicedo always winning tackles and he looks like a foul because I had because when you mention something, you can start looking for it. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god,
yeah, they're very like
yeah, but he got the ball.
He got the ball, and it's just like it takes an adjustment for a ref to see that, and then also for just a fan to see that because he's quite talented at that. But they call him El Pulpo, the octopus, just because he's just like these little almost rash challenges. He always typically gets a card, which is a bummer. But touch wood, when Moises Caicedo on a yellow. It just increases the way he plays.
Yeah, he just plays the same way.
Yeah, he plays the same way, but he's even more intentional.
Yeah,
and he's more like he changes, just slightly. And whenever it's like a tight challenge, he's like, "I got the ball." There's no ambiguity there. He's vocal about it.
Yeah,
and they might review it and be like, "Dang." So.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, him not being in that team of the season is criminal. I don't know. It's criminal. And lastly, the lap should have scored that nice curler.
Yeah,
that was a good save, but that 1v1.
If he had just rolled the keeper,
one more touch.
One more touch, roll it past the keeper, really, really killed them.
That would have been what they did to us with Gonzalo Ramos.
Mm-hmm. That would have been so killer cold. But I think again, kudos to Maresca. I think his subs he brought on. He took Reece. No. Did he take Reece off?
Yes, he did. Reece was suffering.
Yeah, took Reece off and put Andrew Santos there. Gave him the minutes that he deserves, and then brought on Delap
and Dewsbury Hall.
Who all deserved minutes, but all didn't. It wasn't like now we're just trying to see this out. We were trying to see it out, yes,
but they had chances too.
But it wasn't a drop off in quality at all.
Cole Palmer went to the left because I think Pedro Neto still came out.
I would have to.
Pedro Neto came out for Nkunku, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
So when he came off, Cole went to the left, and there were, again, like I said, no drop off in quality there. So very, very good. But yeah, that was the IQ deep dive. Was again, I was looking forward to doing this because it was like like I was saying, I was watching that game. I was mad at Real Madrid, which is weird, but it's just this is what you do. Anyway, shout out to Chelsea. Congratulations again. Very good.